Welcome back, people. Jason Walker 34 here, back with another video. I had to start my series over again because my first episode, which would have been this one, had no sound whatsoever because I had forgotten to change my mic settings back around on my recording software. Luckily, I didn't get too far in, so we'll just simply start over, and I'll use the time I have tonight, to get all the way up to the wavetable upgrade, which will be 2 episodes. I'll record both today, episode 1 and 2 tonight, or this morning, hopefully before 7. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on normal. No, we're gonna do that quick and get started. Remember the last time we did you wouldn't remember this, but the first episode I took out $1,000 loan and I paid it off with my first turnaround. After I had done the thing, I had paid for it with the first turnaround, which was only like a handful of buckets because I only had like 4 buckets to work with. We're not gonna do the tips because I don't need them. Well, let's go. Well, wait a minute. We're gonna move this over here because I need it away from the the day screen and time and all that, so I can see everything. I know that the game has to load in all this stuff, but luckily I've been playing this. I played this game a lot the last few days because I've been trying to grind up for the 27th when the DLC launches. Obviously, I won't be able to get it on my main series, but I'll do like a little, like a single video apart from the series, where it's just like me putting together the whole big massive setup in $1 mode, most likely. Just showing you how to put it together in the most efficient way possible. We're gonna go this way so we can pull in this way so we can leave quicker. Alrighty. Alright, now we're going to go in here and we're going to get all the little doodads we need. We will be getting this, the extension, and then the main one, the extension. Obviously, a water pump. We'll get one of these. Oh wait, yeah, that's right. I need 4 of these. I need 4 buckets, maybe, because that'll put me up to 6. And filters. I need a filter as well. We're also going to see about getting we need to make sure we get some gas cans. Obviously, we won't be able to fill up all of those, but still. I'm also going to buy 2 extra water hoses and an extra fat hose for later. And maybe a splitter too, so I don't have to carry all this extra stuff later. And this too. I won't be using some of this stuff right off the bat, but it'll give me a little extra. So now I know I need at least $1,000 right off the bat, and I'll pay it off as quickly as possible so I can get. My plan is that why I got all that extra stuff is so I can bring up more stuff for the next setup, which the wave table and the other thing. Balance due $530, total due $730. Okay, that's not too bad because I'm not gonna keep it on maximum time, so I can take out the shortest time loan because I intend to pay it back the entire loan within 1 day because I never keep it on 12 times for more than just a few minutes, like a minute or two max. And that's just so I can afford all the things I need. Alright, now, is there anything else I can buy that I can get for later? That's right. I need to go load all this stuff up. And I'll come back later, because I still have a little bit of money here I can work with. Alright, we're going to go ahead and we're going to put that big hoses in here, like at the very edge here. I don't know if I'll be able to buy anything else, but I'm going to try to at least get some of this stuff in here. I know I'm going to have to go to the gas station. Oh, whoa, wait a minute. Let's see. Right there, maybe? Yeah, that'll work. Okay, water hose for the hog pan system, and then 2 water hoses, smaller water hoses for the other system for later. These will go to the side near the area where I put the fuel tanks. So will these 2 splitters, because I won't be able to use these right away. I know I'm going to have to come back to town, so I think it would be best if I actually left it. Well, wait, did I not buy those fuel tanks? I don't think I bought the gas cans. Oh, that's okay. I'll go back in and buy at least 1 gas can, and I'll come back and buy the other ones later. Because I really only need the 1 gas can, maybe 2 gas cans. Well, for now, we're going to work on paying off that loan. We need to get that paid off as quickly as possible so we can work on grinding. Okay, we're going to click that on there because we know we need at least 1 of those for this thing. Okay. Now we need to basically throw these on top because, well, obviously they are a little wonky because of how long they are. Okay, so now we're going to go back in here and we're going to buy at least 2 little gas cans for our total gas can amount, because I thought I put 5 on there. I must not have, because of the space required for them or something. Alright, so we're going to put those right here on the edge. We'll go down to the gas station and we'll fill up just the gas tanks and the water pump so we can be prepared. To the gas station. I'll have to buy a fat hose eventually so I can get it. Oops. Excuse me, invisible wall. There's an invisible wall there I forgot about. Oh well, let's go around. I must have whacked on that, pushed that bush around. Alright, we're here at the gas station here. We're gonna get some old gas here. Hopefully gas ain't too expensive. I know it was pretty expensive. I'm hoping I have enough money left over to fill up this as well as my generator. Okay, and now we're gonna use the last little bit to fill up our truck, and then we have a little bit of money left over for our first gold bar. It obviously won't cover much, but it will cover enough. So we'll make sure we mine an extra good bit of gold today. So we can get the wave table set up in the next one. We can get the wave table set up and whatnot in the next episode. The second one, which is what I did. I grinded up a good bit of gold so I could buy the wave table set up. Yeah, I already know I'm going to need at least 2,000 to pay off that loan, so, well, 1,800. But I'm gonna go with 2,000 or more, so I have a little bit of money left over to actually buy some of the other stuff I need for the wavetable and other things set up. I mean, I obviously already got some of the parts. I got the few of the water cables and the other fat hose required for the filter, or at least the end of the splitter, so I can at least get that set up. I mean, obviously I won't use it, but I can at least get it set down so I can have it plugged in, so I can just bring the electric water pump over and plug it in, and then plug the other cable up with the filter and throw that in the water. But for now, we're going to stick with the little system we have here with the shoveling. Alright, now, let's grab this, and we're going to go get this stuff set up as quickly as possible. We need to get this stuff set up quick so we can get the rest of it, get this system set up. Whatever I grab is what I'll set up next. But I'm going to try to get the hog pen set up first so I can get started as soon as possible. As soon as I get all this stuff laid out. I obviously need to go in the tent and grab those other 2 buckets that are in there. Because 6 buckets full of gold, I know it'll take time. That's why I'm probably going to pause while I do that, because sorting out gold by pan, it takes a long time. It's a very long and repetitive process, and I don't really know if y'all want to watch that. I mean, I'll probably do, I don't know, 1 or 2 buckets on camera, and then the other 4 I'll do off. Or during a pause section while I read my book or something. Because I have my audiobook here just kind of paused, waiting. Alright, so this is the generator's split cable here, so we're gonna go and throw this like right, well actually we're gonna throw it like right here. And we're gonna bring the cable over here and plug that in. And then grab the other 2 cables and plug those in. Alright, yeah, I have enough about that. Okay, so this is out, that's in, so the generator needs to be placed like right here. Perfect. Alright, now we need to go here, we need to grab this. Filter hose. We're going to go over here and place that on the end slot. Perfect. Alright, now let's go over here. We're going to grab the main piece here, the hog pan pump. We'll throw that on and get that plugged up. Oops. My bad, Mr. Buckets. I'm sorry. Well, actually, no, we're going to put you like over here away from this so I don't keep getting that little pop-up that the bucket is full, yada yada, bucket is full. Because I'm trying to dump dirt into a bucket that's already full or something like that. Now, these gas cans will go over here. They're gonna just line up here. I need to buy another 4 so I have enough gas to last me a while. And obviously for the later times, because I usually only have about 6 gas cans plus the medium thing. Well, this splitter will go basically right next to the other splitter. This one. I'm gonna try to buy the generator with the next major. Well, I pay out the loan first, and then I'll buy the generator and the electric water pump, because that'll be Well, that'll be two of the primary pieces I'm going to need. Then I need to make the really expensive purchase of buying the wave table and the other setup. The wave table and the separator. Those are the two most expensive pieces of the setup there. Perfect. Alright. Okay. I won't plug up the fat cable that I'm... Oh, well, I guess I didn't buy a fat cable. I thought I did. Oh, well. That must have gotten canceled off along with the other thing. Well, I can at least get some of this stuff set up. Is that it? I guess so. I guess I only got some bits. I don't have the fat cable or the regular power cables, even though I know I put them on there. Ah, well, let's go and fire up the generator and get started. Alright, well, I got my main digging action set as my little thumb button. My little thumb button for my thumb instead of my main clicker. Because doing this right here is one of the more painful pieces. It's like extremely repetitive processes through a mouse. I can play the game all day with a controller. But as soon as I start playing a game like this with a mouse, my hands start hurting real bad after like more than 10 minutes of continuously doing the same process with my main click finger, my index finger, yeah, on my right hand. I guess it's just a thing. Now, I'm gonna most likely get a lot of money off of this because I'm gonna grind for probably the rest of the episode. I'm going to just dig and process dirt into the buckets there. Because 6 buckets alone is a lot of gold to process. That's a lot of gold. And it hopefully, we'll get enough to buy the other things I need. So we're just going to grind here for a little while. And we'll fill up with all 6 of the buckets. I gotta go get the other 2, but we'll do that later whenever we fill up the first 4 here. Hopefully we'll get some decent stuff. Here, I can move this down a little bit so you can see the little notifications for the gold nuggets if you want. I try to get as much as I can, as quickly as I can, so I can get down in here as quickly as possible and dig down into the hole, scraping along the bottom here. Obviously, the gold nuggets for right now are going to be fairly small, but I mean, I'm hoping that I can get there, grind up, and bring out a lot of gold nuggets out of this small hole, so I can hopefully get at least part of the stuff, like all the stuff the wave table and separator upgrade done, so I can grind off camera way easier, and I can grind up to tier 2. Because it's mobile wash plant and whatnot in the water trailer. So we're just going to grind here and do this. Digging of the dirt. I'm pretty sure as we go deeper into this hole, we'll get bigger nuggets per lamb per nuggets. We'll get bigger nuggets so you can get in a little bit further in. I don't usually like paying the provisional rent, so I try to make as much gold in the one day. I try to make as much gold as I physically can on the very first day. I know I would have to pay a very large sum. That's when I try to do as much as I can before I even do any smelting. Like, I try to make at least 2,000 grams before I even make a gold bar. I try to make at least that before I make a gold bar, so I can grind up, and I know the gold loss is bigger, but I will still do a whole boatload of gold. Alright, that's bucket 1 done. I just finished emptying out the mags for bucket 1, so now we're going to go back into the grinding phase and get started on bucket 2. And so forth. I'll update you as I fill buckets so you can see my gold count. As far as my current gold count, every time I fill a bucket, I'll do a little update. That way you can see how much gold I have in the time. As it's only one time, so we're only going to be spending maybe 10 in-game minutes max. Let's double check that to make sure. Oh shit, we forgot to change it back. Ugh. Looks like we lost like half a day. We lost like 4 hours because I forgot to change it back. Oh well. Oh well. Back to grinding, folks. Alright, that's bucket number 2 done. We're up to 713 grams of gold, and we got 4 more buckets left to roll. Our hole is getting fairly decent here, so it's pretty good. We've got 4 more buckets to fill, so we're going to get back into the grind. I got my shopping list lined up for whenever I go back to the store. I know what I need to buy. I'm going to put away at least $1,800 to pay the loan off in full, so I can be done with that, so I won't have to take out another loan, because I'm not going to take out a loan. That's the only loan I'm going to hopefully take out. I'm hoping that that's the only one I'll take out. Hopefully I won't have to. Hopefully I'll be able to, keep enough money on hand without wasting too much so I can pay, daily allowance. I'm also going to keep at least 300 grams of gold on me at any given time whenever I get to Tier 2 and Tier 3. I'm going to try to keep at least 300 grams on me just in case. And I'll smelt everything after that so I can run and make at least a good chunk of money while also having enough to pay the provisional rent on the daily basis. We gotta grind this area up, and we're gonna just keep doing that. So we're gonna go back to the pause, and we're going to continue to grind until we get that next bucket filled, and I'll update you again. Alright folks, that's bucket number 3 done. We're now up to 869, almost 870 grams here. We're doing very well. The large blankets are coming in great now. Well, they're slowing down obviously because the daily limit, the limit to the day is coming around. We're probably almost either we've already reached it or we're almost there. We most likely will reach it. Either that or we've already passed it. I don't know because it's not like there's a counter that tells me how many gold nuggets I can have and how many I already have gotten. So I don't really know. So we got 3 more buckets here to push out the process here. We're going to try to process as much dirt as we can between now and 7. So we can, either get the wave table set up today and maybe the water tankers. Hopefully we can get the water tankers. That would be great if we can put that out there in the field and with a, generate, we buy 2 generators and have 1 generator out there and that'll provide all the necessary power for the mobile water plant and get it. We can get all the power for all the setup for it, plus 2 gas cans, and then just drive the mobile water plant out there to wherever we're going to dig, and we can just start digging. Well, the mobile water plant is more used to, it's more to be used by an excavator, even the small one. It's still meant to be used by an excavator because the excavator is it's just that you have to use an excavator just to really make good use of the mobile water plant because it's kind of what it's meant to be used for. You can use it with a front loader, but it's not nearly as easy to use with a front loader. Hopefully we'll have enough time to at least get some gold, and hopefully we'll be able to make at least some progress on this claim so we can hopefully make enough money off of this claim alone to buy the next claim. I would love to be able to buy the next claim so I don't have to pay provisional rent on the next claim. Because I know you have to pay provisional rent, and I would rather not have to do that if I can help it. So we're going to work and grind. We're doing pretty good here. We've got our little hole here is getting fairly good size. We're digging at a really good pace. We'll get hopefully be able to finish this bucket pretty quickly, and we can start working on processing. And then we'll go into town as soon as we finish processing all the dirt. And hopefully we'll make enough gold here that we can actually process and make enough money off of it, hopefully. It probably would be better for me to actually make use of the natural water pond to fill up my mobile water tank instead of me having to pay but I think it's only $200 to fill up that big water tank, and there's the risk of the water running out if I use the natural river here to fill up the water tank. I know that I usually do run the water plant for at least the hog pan system. I use the hog pan system. I use a little mobile water pump to run the hog pan system. The hog pan system doesn't require that. It's usually an electrical water pump, and I usually have the electrical water pump right down there by the jig, so that I can just switch on a generator and then bam, turn on the things, and then turn on the main system. Usually I would keep the whole system turned off until I get to that point. I have all of it plugged up to one, like the electric water pump and everything, so the whole setup would be plugged up to the main big generator. Because I usually try to get it all, but if I'm going to buy 2 or 3, I usually try to buy it all with one setup. But I know I'm going to need to buy the water tower first because I know I'm going to need the water tower's water to run the tier 3 setup because I'm going to need that water pressure. Mainly, I want to get all the jigs and all the toy boxes and stuff, so that way the only thing I have to replace would be like the wash plan, the trommel, or the jig in any particular order. It doesn't really matter what order I do them in, I just need to make sure I can do them. So we're going to finish filling up this one, and we'll sort out the dirt there, and then we'll be done with our fourth bucket, and we can get started on the fifth bucket. I'm really excited for the DLC on the 27th of November, 2024. I don't know what time it'll launch on that day, but at least it'll be on Wednesday, which is one of my off days. So I can, hopefully I'll be able to actually enjoy setting it up and be able to figure out all the little ins and outs of the setup. So I can explore the claim with y'all in a special episode of the series. It will obviously be labeled as a special episode for any DLC launch. That's from here on out. If there's a DLC launch, I'll have a special episode in my series. It'll be just labeled special episode, so that you'll know, like, that's the episode, and the day will be there as well. Like, I'll record it that day, like the day of the launch, so that you know, like, hey. And I might not be playing on this world. Most likely I'll play on an easy world with the $1 mode, so we can see what the new DLC entails, and then as soon as the next episode comes around, I'll immediately go back to the normal series. This one's a good special episode. The special episode will be just a whole of me basically just exploring all the equipment and doing the ins and outs and all the new stuff. I've gotten started way after all that, like the mini excavator thing and all that stuff got running. So I'm not really going to ever worry about doing that. That's all going to be covered in the normal series. But in the future, I'll do like the Orange Beast DLC on the 27th. Will be covered as a special episode of this series. Three more buckets to go, folks. Good progress. We're already 25%. Hopefully, we only have to do like 2 rounds of buckets because I'm hoping we'll have enough money with all the gold we have now, plus whatever we make. I'm hoping I'll have enough money to buy the wave table set up. If I don't end up paying off the loan, it'll be fine because I'll at least be able to get the wave table like today, and I'll but actually make use of it today. Sorry, excuse me. Alright, folks, we're at 40% and 38%. 9. On our way to filling up this second to last bucket, bucket number 5. I'll come back whenever I finish filling up these last 2 buckets and then get to the sifting and the panning and whatnot. So I'll be back whenever I finish that. Alrighty, folks, we have officially finished gathering all the dirt. We finished our process. Wait, let me actually go. Wait, hold up. Hold up, hold up. Let me go over here. We gotta go turn this off. We gotta go turn this off. We can't be wasting gas. Yeah, no, I'm not talking to him right now. I'm playing this. Bruh's gonna have to text me. I can't talk right now. Bruh's just gonna have to text me. Sorry. I'm currently in the middle of something. I can't really. No, I can't talk right now. I have a whole shitload of gold to process, so I don't really have the time to talk. Now starts the long, tedious process of catching all the glorious gold. Let me do one final little swish. Alright, that's it for that bucket. Now let's grab the next section of said bucket. Now, alright. In you go. Really quickly switch it back and forward. Swish. Bring it up. Bring it super close so we can get a good bird's eye view of the pan so we can actually get the pieces out real quick like. And part number 3 of bucket 1 is underway. I'm really hoping that we'll get the next. Looks like I lost a singular nugget, so I hope I didn't lose any serious gold out of that. Alright, now we're gonna pause here while I process until we finish this last bucket. This first bucket we're going to pause, and then I will be back in the next little while after I finish processing all the other 5 buckets, and then we're gonna go into town and buy the watch table and other things. Since we've already bought part of the stuff, our truck won't be as full. We've already bought at least a few of the pieces, so it's not like we have at least some of the stuff, so our truck won't be as full. I'll be back in I guess however long it takes me to do all of those other 5 buckets there. Alright, I've finished processing all the dirt. Now I'm gonna put together a shopping list I need to get for all the stuff for the wave table thing, and then we're gonna drive to town. It'll take me a few minutes to get a shopping list together, so I know I have everything at the very bare minimum of what I need to get the wave table and whatnot, all that. So I'll be back in a minute. I just wanted to update you and let you see my current gold count. That's all I've got with my current, full 6 bucket cleanup plus all the gold nuggets. So yeah, we got a lot of gold out of that. A lot. Well, actually, wait, no. Hold up, wait a minute. We got 1 pan left. I forgot to process this. I almost forgot to process this. Well, that's embarrassing. I almost forgot to process this. Gold. We have gold, folks. You know what I'm terrified of? I'm actually scared of the cleanup time for the Orange Beast because I haven't even seen it yet, and I can already imagine that thing is gonna be freaking massive. Alright, so get on our phone here. We're gonna get a notepad going. Alright, so we need a wave table, bag, separator. Okay. 2 yellow, wait, 3 yellow cables. Cables, 1 blue power cable. One electric water pump, which is why I need 3. 1 red water hose. Okay, and 1 filter. Well, I mean another filter. Two more buckets for the separator, and more fuel cans for the overall. Fuel cans. And right? Oh wait, yeah. 1 generator. And that should be it. We got our at least bare minimum shopping list. Anything I buy after that will be extra with whatever money I have left. Alright, let's drive into town now. Let's go, boys. We're driving into town at a rocket station. Luckily, I've already bought at least some of the stuff I need for this stuff with the need for the setup with, you know, the little bit of money I had left with from the loan. I bought at least some of the stuff I already needed for the setup, so I don't have to bring as much back. Because last time I did this, I had stuff literally falling out of my truck, and I had to go back and pick stuff up that I had lost or left behind. But I had gotten everything. It just, you know, it took me a little bit longer. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to go in here to the equipment shop, and we're going to pick up all the little stuff we're going to need. Alright, now let's go in here and we're going to stack up everything we need. We're going to start with the water filter. Because I know at the very least we need to start with that because that's over here. Then we need 2 buckets. 4 fuel cans. 1 red. I'll wait for last to get that. 1 of these. 3 of those. 1 of these. 1 of you. 1 of you. And 1 of you. And for the last thing, with the last little bit of space I have left, I'm gonna buy this thing. And then I'll wait on that because I don't know if I'll have enough money to pay for all of this. That's stretching it. That's almost $9,000. Mm, that's that's stretching it a bit, but I might be able to make that work. Maybe it's stretching it though. All right, so we're gonna go smelt our gold, smelt as much gold as we can for the first bar with all the money we have, which it's not gonna be much, but it'll be something. Alright, now we gotta go to the settings, and we gotta go here, dial this up to 12, apply, and now we're gonna wait for the gold bar to be done. I really wish I could find that damn other sheet of paper that's around here. I always look for it over here, but wait, there it is. I knew there was a sheet of paper over here, I just could never find it. I just happened to see it just there. I wonder if there's any other ones around here somewhere. I'm actually kind of excited. The huge hose and the water trailer will come later if I need to, because that's going to come along with the mobile wash plant, because I'm going to have to buy a generator and all the appropriating cables and hoses and stuff for that. Make sure I apply that. So now we're gonna run to the shop with this gold bar, sell, and then come back and smelt even more gold, leaving about 300 grams to spare, maybe 200, and then whatever I make for the rest of the day should be enough to cover the provisional rent, because I know I'm gonna make at least enough to pay for the provisional rent. Well, I hope I will. I mean, I should be fine. I know I need to pay the loan off so I don't go into the negative for any reason, because going into the negative without any magnetite would force me to sell gold in order to get back above negative, so I could smelt gold bars to make even more money, which I really don't like doing. This is why I try to never go in the negative for any reason. This is also another reason I don't like taking loans, because I actually I really fucking hate taking a loan, because there's always a chance that you'll go in the negative if you don't have enough money to pay it off. Well, that should leave me with enough money to pay it. That should leave me with enough gold to pay for the provisional rent, while also making me enough money to pay off hopefully both the loan and buy whatever I have in this shopping cart at the store. So we're gonna wait this out, and then we're gonna go to the shop, the bank, sell the gold bar. Then we're gonna run over to the shop and pay that thing off, and then hopefully, if I have enough money left, I'm hoping I'll be able to pay the loan off. Because if I have enough money to start with, I'll pay the loan off right then, so I don't have to make daily payments, because daily payments are not a good idea. I mean, you really need to make. This is why you never need to take out a big ass loan. You can make all the money you need for anything in the game by just digging in the ground, dig in the dirt. That's all you need to do. You need to put the work in. Use some elbow grease and put the work in. You can make the money for everything you need in the game. You don't need loans. Now, I know I did take out a loan just to bypass the very first stage, of the game where you just, use a bucket to wash the shit out, because I really fucking hate that. I really don't like doing that. It makes the start of the game with the hog pan take even longer than it should. So I get a loan as much as I can so I can get all the starting stuff for the hog pan pump system so I can be done with it. Alright, now let's race to the bank here, and we're going to sell this, and then we're going to get started on the wave table purchasing and setup, and we're going to have to pack that away in the truck. And then, well, I know that before I leave town, I'm going to set up the things I'm going to need for the mobile wash plant setup, which will entail a water tank, the mobile water tank, the mobile wash plant, the generator, and cabling and hosing for each one. Plus, most likely more buckets. Well, that's a pretty good size loan. Bam, pay that loan off. Bam, good. Wow. We've made enough money to pay the loan off, and with enough money to spare. A lot of fucking money left to spare. Thanks to the gold nuggets. The gold nuggets are most likely what has really helped me out there. Fuel cans, filters, buckets, cables, generator, cable, electrical water pump, fat hose. Oh yeah. I'm about to say what? But I remember why I always get that now. Sorry. I sometimes forget why I get that in the first place. Alrighty. Now this is going to be a little wonky. Hopefully it doesn't force things to fall out of my vehicle. Get the stuff. Get that stuff kind of jammed into the front of the truck so I can put this other stuff in the back without a risk of something, hopefully without a risk of something flying out, because I would really rather something not fly out while I'm driving down the road. I need to at least get the main bits in there so I can get the buckets. Make sure I don't lose anything. I'm just gonna check under the trucks and make sure I don't lose something. Okay, with the last little bit of space, we're gonna put the fuel cans on the back here. I know this probably is not a good idea, because most likely their cans are going to fly off the back at the tailgate. They're probably going to fly off if the tailgate's open, but maybe they won't. Maybe they'll still be attached, and it'll save me the slightest amount of headache. I'll come back and buy the water trailer at a later date. Well, at a later time. We're gonna go down to the gas station and buy fuel, and I'm also gonna try to shimmy that fat hose out from underneath the wave table without, ow. I really don't know why the hell there's a damn invisible wall there. It's just irritating, to say the least. Oh well. It's just one of those things that's going to partially irritate me every single time. Now we're going to run this fat hose down here because this is kind of the only reason I needed this was for this. To leave that down here so I could fill up my water tank if I ever bring it down here. Well, I know I need to set this like back on here sort of kind of without it falling off. Alright, let's fill up our fuel things. Alrighty, now we're gonna buy fuel for each one of these cans so we have enough gas to last like a very, very long time, hopefully, for, well, generator-wise and pump-wise. Most likely, eventually, I'll end up replacing the gas generator with another, well, that, or I'll end up just attaching the, well, nah. Well, so long as I don't bump into something, the wave table there should stay on. If I don't, so long as I don't bump into something, we should be just fine. I just need to drive carefully so I do not bump into something. Back to the claim, folks. Still got $11,000, so I'm hoping that'll be enough money to buy the water trailer and the generator and cabling and stuff for the mobile wash plant. Hopefully along with the mobile wash plant, so I can at least get that part done, so I can have that thing sitting out there so I can grind up for the excavator. Because the excavator is the only thing left I would need after that. It's just be either the small one or the big one. Personally, I'd rather have the big one. I'd rather just buy it. Well, I mean, yeah, you usually would have to lease the big one because if you're going to use the big one, you need to lease it. You can technically lease it, but it sucks to lease something, given how much that shit costs, how much it costs like per day or per hour or whatever. It's very expensive. But luckily, we've done everything we were going to do today. We got all the whatnot we were going to do in this episode. We've got everything covered now. Now all we gotta do is put everything together. Try to get it as close to the wall as I can. Alright, now to go get this cable, get that set up over here, and then go get the generator and get that plugged up. that's that plugged up, and now we've got to get the rest of the last little bit of this stuff put together. Okay, we got the filter hose for the electric water pump. Let's go get that put out. Alright, that's done. Now let's go get the generator and get all the cables hooked up. Right now, we need to go back over here. We need to grab these buckets and get these placed over here. Then the last step of the setup is to get the cabling, all the power cables hooked up. One. Move all the pertaining little fuel cans here. We're gonna just put these in the pile over here with all the other ones. I'll go buy more fuel whenever I run out of gas completely. Like I'll set them to the side when they run completely out of gas. Whenever they're fully empty, I'll put them to the side. That's kind of why I bought an extra 4 tanks, because I know that buying 4 more gas cans stacked on top of the original 2 will give me enough gas to last several days. And then I won't have to actually go back or do anything now. I can literally just dig. Let's feed our dog. Dog. Check in here. Alright, we're fine. Alright, now let's check and make sure everything works. See, now I can just fire up I can literally just fire up the specifics. That gas can right there. And now we are indeed ready. We are ready for our next episode. We've got everything done for today, so I'm probably just going to grind the rest of, with the rest of the time I have off camera here, and I'll try to make all the money I can for the next setup, for the next portion of the setup, or buying parts of the tablet so I can have shit shipped here. I know it's more expensive, but it's so much more worth it. Anyways, if you like this episode of our first episode of Gold Mining Simulator's normal difficulty playthrough, please do leave a like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you again in the next one. Be here.